Shalom to the elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Gotta give all praises to Bahasham, gotta give all praises to Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Yahawah is the Heavenly Father, name of the Heavenly Father. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel from the tribe of Judah, so-called Negro that was slain from the foundations of the earth. Bahasham means in the name of. And then the Rawchaa Qadash is the Holy Spirit that was put in the men of great millstone, was ordained by the Lord, Revelations 18:21, to warn Israel of the troubles ahead and the fall of these wicked kingdoms that we're sitting in. So Lord willing, we're part of that number. And we want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles who teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all who dwell in the hopeful elect. Lord willing, part of that number. Lord willing, to be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, and it's not slack. 2 Peter verse 3, verse 9. So today the topics the Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with is judgment, demand and perdition, sex trafficking, frost quakes, which is something interesting that I didn't know about, discarded weapons, and then TG suicide rates, which is, the rainbow people, man. Yeah. It's real high, man. The rates is real high. You're gonna read about them today. So Lord willing to be edifying to the flock and edifies those who have not come to repentance to begin to come to repentance. And also edify those who have come to repentance and to keep them in remembrance that the Lord is executing judgment in the earth for whatever we did last time. So Lord willing, we part of the number who defended the Lord with our lives last time. So pull this up. So Lindsay Clancy was over-medicated on an array of prescription drugs when she killed children, lawyer claims. The Massachusetts nurse accused of killing her 3 young children was taking an absolutely staggering amount of prescription medication that turned her into a zombie, her lawyer has claimed. Lindsay Clancy, 32, is accused of strangling her children. Cora, 5 years old, Dawson, 3, and a 7-month-old Callum, before attempting to kill herself. Lawyer Kevin Reddington told the Boston Herald that Mrs. Clancy was an incredible mother. Yeah, we have become trapped in a living hell of medications. I mean, living mothers just choke the fuck out of their kids all the time. Mr. Reddington also told the public toxicologist that already examined the unbelievable amount of medications that she says Miss Clancy was taking at the time of the incident. So we're going to stop right there. This happened on the 24th of January. Oh, wait. Happened on January 24th. I do be in, man. Maybe she was a Jake, maybe not, but you know what I'm saying? You can't, she looks like a normal person, looks like somebody who wouldn't do something like that. And look, man, she done strangled her 3 kids to death, man. Doobie is evil, man. You can't trust these people, man. They're wicked, man. I'm going to pull up a couple scriptures about it. I'm going to do 58 verse 3. You got the Idumean news channel talking about she was a great mother. The lawyers, great mother, huh? Yeah, whatever, man. You ain't proven. You ain't proven, man. You can't just say you're a wonderful person and then strangle your 3 little kids, man. It's out of line, man. The Lord's bugging out people who are not believing in Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, man, with all their heart. So this is Psalms 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb, and they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of the serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So what I want to look up this word serpent. See if it's the same word as it is in Genesis 3:15. It might not be, but I think it is. Yep, it is. So we're going to read a little bit through this.
Strong's H 5175. Nachash.
Remember it talked about in Genesis that the serpent deceived Eve, and it's a seed line of people. Serpent, snake, serpent, image of serpent, fleeing serpent, mythological. Look at this word mythological. Relating to, based on, or appearing in myth or mythology. Legendary. See, it's a legend. Okay, it's a parable. See what I'm saying? Snake, his serpent. Then when you look up, because what it means by fleeing serpent, how are they fleeing? They're fleeing judgment by gathering all the treasures of the earth. And it said that your gold is cankered, your silver is rusted, and shall eat your flesh as fire. Okay, they're running from the Lord, trying to run through their wealth. But this is the root word of serpent. So it says she was just like the serpent.
Strong's H 5172. Nachash.
So before they commit these horrible crimes, they observe what they're doing before they do it. Okay, they're doing a lot of wicked stuff, and then their wickedness comes out. So to practice divination, divine, observe signs, learn by experience. You don't just start strangling your kids unless you've been doing something for a while, been wicked for a while. Diligently observe, practice fortune telling, take as an omen, to practice divination, to observe signs and omens. Primitive root, to properly to hiss, whisper, magic, spell, generally, to prognosticate, which means to basically fortune tell. Certainly, divine, enchanting, enchantment. Learn by experience, diligently observe. That's how the Idumeans are. They diligently observe how to be wicked. They're the left-hand side of the Lord. They're poisonous, man. They're a plague, man. It needs to get taken out of the way, man. Because all they doing is killing their own kids and stuff. So we're gonna do another scripture. Let me do another scripture first. Let me pull this up. Job 13:4. This is one that we've used again because it has to relate to this passage. So let's start at 1. Job says his friends' proverbs are ashes. That's the title of this. Lo, my eye have seen all this, mine ear have heard and understood it. What ye know, the same do I know also. I am not inferior unto you. Surely I will speak to the Almighty, and I desire to reason with Yahawah, but ye are forgers of lies. You are all physicians of no value. Oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace. It should be your wisdom. Hear not my reasoning and hearken to the pleading of my lips. Will ye speak wickedly for Yahawah and talk deceitfully for him? Will ye accept his person? Will you contend for Yahawah? See, we're supposed to be contending. We're supposed to be contending the Lord, the men. We're supposed to be showing that these people can act like they're right. They're not right for what they're doing. Okay? Trying to act like they love the Lord and go to church on Sunday and do all that junk, and then you want to take a whole bunch of pills and choke your kid out. See what I'm saying? That's how the Idumeans is, man. They're wicked, man. They're wicked. They know it. They made sure they came up with a whole conspiracy so we wouldn't know it. But we know. You know, we don't just say they're devils and be halfway saying it, okay? They really strangling their kids to death. Central California massacre, 12 hours ago. 2 suspects arrested in shooting that killed 6. This actually probably a little longer ago because I had it earlier, 21 hours ago. This is earlier. I found all this stuff earlier in the lot. I wanted to go do some lessons and all that. So I came back to do it now. So we're going to go ahead and play this. Happened not too long. Hold on. Over here talking about the rodeo or something. Here you go. Give me a second. It's not playing no sound.
And a 35-year-old man who was wounded. In other headlines now, 2 suspects in the massacre of 6 family members last month in Tulare County are under arrest. The suspects are a 25-year-old man who was taken into custody without incident and a 35-year-old man who was wounded in that shootout with federal agents and was undergoing surgery. The 6 victims, including a teen mother and her baby, were gunned down on January 16th in Goshen, a small rural community in the San. Investigators believe the shooters do have gang ties. That attack was described as a cartel-like shooting that was methodical and merciless, according to authorities.
You see? Killed the baby and everything. 2 gang members is the massacre of 6 people last month. This is in California. Always wickedness going over there. Were arrested every Friday, one after a gun battle. The Tulare County Sheriff said, Sheriff Mike said Noah David Beard, 25. An Angel Nahu, R-85, was wounded in the shootout with the federal agents and was undergoing surgery. So, man, you know, man is wicked, man. People wicked, man. Judgement. Whatever they did. So right here, we have let the people down. Austin, Texas. This is the system breaking down. Esau, Edom, Phil, and Jake. We have let the people down. Austin mayor apologized for the city's response to power outages. We'll refresh this and see how long it was ago. 17 hours ago. I found it when it was about 8 hours posted. The people over here on the weekend, these people over here, they power been out for 3 days, man. In the cold, man. It ain't no, you know, it's freezing over there, man.
So you see that one of those right there, you could see sparks coming out of it. It was right there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Bad over there, man.
Yeah.
Catching on fire and shit.
Here's the front yard. Lord have mercy. You can see it's a sizable branch, a sizable portion of our tree that has fallen, causing damage, of course, to some of our patio furniture. But this is the problem, and this is why we're having so many power outages throughout Austin and Central Texas this morning.
You're having so many power outages because Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That's why you're having your power outages. You disobey the Lord. You put him to death last time he was here because, you know, that was your lot. You're serving your judgment. This Austin area entered day 3 of widespread electric outages in Texas state capital. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson on Friday apologized for the city's response, saying that it was unacceptable and promised change going forward. Response to the garnered criticism from the community, as nearly 115,000 customers are still without power as of 3 p.m. Friday, leaving many in the dark and cold, forcing the closures of businesses and schools. Despite thawing temperatures, some roads remain challenging because of falling debris knocked about everywhere. So, well, Lord. So we're gonna pull up some stuff about this snow. I'm gonna pull up a couple of them and then we're gonna move forward. Job 37:6. For he saith to the snow, Be thou on the earth likewise, to the small rain, and to the great rain of his strength. See, it's his strength that's doing this. He sealeth up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. Then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places. Out of the south cometh a whirlwind, and a cloud out of the north. By the breath of Yahawah frost is given, and the breath of the waters is straightened. Also with the thick cloud, he scattereth his bright cloud, and it turned around, and it is turned round about by his counsels. Lock here. All my stuff just shut off. Give me a second, bear with me. how long it went off. I'm gonna start back. Start back a little bit. We'll start right here. We talked about the snow. Job 37:6. For he saith to the snow, be thou on the earth, likewise to the small rain, and the great rain of his strength. He sealeth up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. Then the beasts go into dens and remain in their places. Out of the south cometh the whirlwind, out by the north. By the breath of Yahawah frost is given, and the breath of the waters is straightened. So we're just going to leave that right there, man, because I don't want to go too far off. We'll move on to the next one. We're going to filter in some more scriptures. American medic in Ukraine killed while helping evacuate others. This happened yesterday. An American medic who was volunteering in the front lines of Ukraine was killed when his vehicle was hit by a missile, man. That's the Lord, man. It's the Lord. He was out there thinking he was doing something good, and the Lord showed him otherwise. Hit him with a missile, man. Over here. Pete Reed, 34, on Thursday. Buckhamut was helping injured his people reportedly when his vehicle reportedly hit by a missile. They knew what they was doing. Coming after everybody with judgment, man. Oh, man. Hold on. All right. Man, this internet right now is slow right now. So locking me, y'all. Back this up a little bit. Get a little better connection. There was that. Move on. It says Alex Murdaugh trial. The disgraced lawyer accused of stealing $4 million payout from housekeeper death case. Was accused of stealing $4 million settlement from his late housekeeper family at his murder trial on Friday. Tony Satterfield, son of Gloria Satterfield, testified in Colleton County Courthouse in South Carolina on Friday. Murdaugh is currently on trial for the 2021 murders of his wife, Maggie and Paul. So he trying to make money off his own family, man. It's wicked, man. Dubious is wicked. Let me do this. Isaiah 26:10. It says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So, Lord, when thy hand is lifted up, they will not see, but they shall see and be ashamed for their envy at the people. Talking about Israel. Yea, the fire of thine enemy shall devour thee. Talking about first and foremost those intercontinental ballistic missiles. But also the burning of his anger towards his place. So now we're going to do 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a man falling, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called Yahawah, which is Israel, or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So he thinks that he's Yahawah. He thinks that he's God, but they don't say his name because they tremble in his name. But they think they're God because the Lord put the spirit in them to think that. But this soon he's gonna realize he's not God. Soon he's gonna realize that. Very soon. And we're gonna look up this word perdition. Because it means to be put to death. We're gonna look it up.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia.
Apoleia means destroying, utter destruction of vessels, from our bodies, a perishing, ruin, destruction of money, the destruction of which consists in eternal misery in hell, destruction, ruin, or loss, physical, spiritual, or eternal. Precarnious waste. This word precarnious.
Pernicious.
Or pernicious, having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way. That's how Esau Edom is. He's real subtle, trying to act like he don't got nothing to do with it. And he got everything to do with it. Wicked ass bastard. He got everything to do with it. Because he's a liar, man. It's got everything to do with killing his family, trying to make money off of him. They're wicked, man. That's what they be doing. So now we're going to do John 17:12. We're going to move to the next topic. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in my name. Those that thou gavest me I kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, which is the Idumeans, so-called white nations, that the scripture might be fulfilled. See? That what? That he had to get cut off forever for being wicked, man. That's part of the scriptures. So now we're going to do this with bodies found in abandoned Michigan apartment. Are those 3 missing rappers, police say. See, as we keep telling Jake, St. Tom be making your next album, man. Keep doing that dumbass bullshit. Lord's going to take your ass out, man. This is not time to be playing around, man. Lord is grievous judgments, man.
Some breaking news. Michigan State Police say 3 bodies found in an abandoned apartment building are those of 3 missing rappers last seen 2 weeks ago. NBC News correspondent Ron Allen is tracking this for us. Ron, what are we learning about how they were found and how they went missing in the first place?
Well, the main subject in this case is a man named Armani Kelly, who's 27, and 2 friends of his, Montoya Gibbons and Dante Wicker. Now, Kelly was supposed to perform at an event about 2 weeks ago in the Detroit area, and he and his friends never showed up. That's when this all started. The families reported them as missing. Kelly's car was found a couple of days later, and then just yesterday, again, almost 2 weeks after they'd gone missing, authorities discovered bodies in an abandoned building in the Detroit area. And over the last 24 hours or so, they have been able to identify them as these 3 individuals. You know, they called this case alarming, concerning, extraordinary from the start because 3 adult men went missing at the same time without any explanation. Their families up.
The explanation was, Jake, you wasn't defending the Lord. You wasn't doing you wasn't helping the prophets. You wasn't doing nothing for the ministry. You wasn't going and repenting and converting. You wasn't doing none of that. So that's the reason, man. Three bodies found in the abandoned apartment building in the Detroit area Thursday, and the rappers who vanished nearly 2 weeks ago, man. And they're dead, man. Lord's not playing with niggas this year, man. He's fucking shit up. So now we're gonna do a couple. Well, no, we're gonna hold off on those scriptures real quick. I'm gonna pull up a couple more things first. So that's some more judgment for you. So right here, 3 former U.S. snowboarders sue coach, Federation, and Olympic Committee for sex trafficking reports. Let's see what's going on. So I don't like watching sports, man. Be some wicked stuff going on behind when everybody watching the football game. They over there sex trafficking, man. Wicked I-do means, man. Hold on. Something went wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Man. Find the news channel that I had. Okay. Went off for some reason. Started messing up. Okay. So let's watch it. Says, come on, man. Come on, man. Can't even pause it and read it. I'm just gonna come down here and read this. This is not right. Fox News. I wanted to watch this, but that's okay. It's messing up. I don't want to do it no more. Anyway, it says 3 former members of the U.S. ski snowboard team are suing their former coach, the National Federation, and the CEO in the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee for sex trafficking, harassment, and enabling and covering up multiple acts of sexual assault and misconduct, according to multiple reports. You know what I'm saying? The 3 women say that Foley used the position of trust to coerce, force, manipulation, emotional abuse, intimidation, and retaliation, man. This is why I don't watch sports, man. These women this is all just it's a facade, man, for these rich people who just think they can do whatever they want, man. That's the highest levels. But you know how it is. The highest levels show you of the system that, it's wicked, man. It's a corrupt nation. This is not something surprising to, Israel, to the honored multitude, the hopeful or the hopeful elect. What would be part of that number? So Matthew 17:17. Then Yahawashi answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahawashi rebuked the devil and departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. So that's a story, another story that doesn't have to do anything with that passage, but Matthew 17:17 does. The 18 doesn't. The 17 has something to do with the perverse nation, man. These spirits that's in these Idumeans, man, they be doing wicked shit, man. Okay. Philippians 2:15 says, let's do 14. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yahawah without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom he shines lights in the world. This is why when we do get correction and we do get rebuke from the elders, it's for them to keep us safe. So when we go out and teach, we don't bring harm to the ministry, man. They bring harm to ourselves because they hold our lives in the balance. So holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Mashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Because if you're not doing the commandments to the best of your abilities and learning from your mistakes, then it's going to be in vain. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn from your mistakes and correct it. Most not going to just keep letting you do the same thing. You got to stop doing it. Deuteronomy 32:5. Says they have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. It's 3 scriptures to, fill that in. So this is a perverse nation, man. Wicked. So that's done. So now millions in new U.S. Northeast brace for once in a generation Arctic blast, man. More than 15 million people in the U.S. Northeast are bracing for a once-in-a-generation Arctic blast on Friday and Saturday, as meteorologists warn frigid weather could bring record-breaking low temperatures. Here it comes again. Arctic cold front is expected to bring wind chills of negative 50 degrees, man. That's the day after tomorrow happening all over again. It already happened once. People freezing. People freezing and dying in their car, man. It's coming again. They ain't even get to have a break. They got 1 month to have a break. It's gonna hit again. Negative 50 degrees, man. Said the frigid weather will continue through Saturday evening. The icy blast in the northeast comes from the winter storm, left hundreds of thousands of Texans without power on Thursday after ice storms killed at least 10 people. They don't know. And it said the wind gusts will be 50 miles an hour. It said breaking wind chills of negative 100. Man. Oh, man, that went out. Like I said, it said New Hampshire's Mount Wapa, the east highest peak, record-breaking wind chills of 110, negative 110 degrees, man. That's cold, man. Lord cold, man. Negative 50 degrees, man. Man, that's crazy. But look, I looked this up. It's called frost quakes. It says, what temperature causes frost? It can happen anywhere. The temperatures can change from above freezing to below zero rapidly. That's what happened the day after tomorrow. What does a frostquake feel like? When the temperatures fall rapidly, it causes underground water to freeze quickly. This newly frozen ice expands and puts extra pressure on the soil and bedrock around it. Once the pressure builds enough, it can make the soil, even bedrock, crack. As a result, cracking can cause loud booms, sometimes even shaking. So now you ain't just dealing with earthquakes, you're dealing with frostquakes. Because it's so cold, the ground cracking, man. Going mad, man. Tired of that bullshit. So let's do Psalms 148, verse 8. Fire and hail, snow and vapor, storming wind fulfilling its word, mountains and all the hills. Wait, let's just do that. Yep. I'm just going to say fire, hail, snow, and vapor, stormy wind fulfilling his word. This is part of his word. It's to punish America, Babylon the Great. That was his word. So Psalms 147 to 6. He giveth snow like wool. He scattereth the hoarfrost like ashes. He casteth forth his ice like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? You can't stand before the Lord cold, that negative 110-degree wind chill. You ain't getting through that. Not if you don't want you to, man. That's freezing cold, man. That's cold, man. It's cold. So they getting ready while everybody over here partying still. Where I'm at, they not understanding what's going on, man. Not paying attention. You got people out here walking around, not even got no winter clothes on, bro. Man, Babylon is great, man. This place gotta go. We gotta get out of here, man. Gotta get out of here. So this is 13 dead in Chile amid struggle to contain raging wildfires. At least 13 people were reported dead as of Friday night as a result. More than 150 wildfires burned across Chile that have destroyed homes of thousands of acres of forest, while the South American country is in the midst of a scorching heat wave. 4 of the deaths involved 2 separate vehicles in the Bahasham region, around 560 kilometers south of the capital of Santiago. In one case, they burned because they were hit by the fire. The 5th victim was a firefighter who was run over by a fire truck while combating the blaze in the area, man. It was chaos over there, man. 151 wildfires. 14,000 acres, or 34,595 acres, man. 595 acres, yeah, man. Crazy. Crazy, man. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. So we're going to keep going. That's just some judgment. Just obeying the Lord. So now we're going to go right here. Talk about the TG suicide rate. So suicidality among TG youth. Excluding the role of impersonal risk factors. Data indicate 82% of TG individuals have considered killing themselves, and 40% have attempted suicide. was suicidally highest among trans TG youth, using minority stress theory and impersonal theory of suicide studies aims better understood suicide myths among TGU, because they know in their heart, they know this is wrong, man. They know this ain't right. What they doing in the schools and stuff. The present study examines the influence of inevitable risk factors, impersonal and environmental microaggressions, internalized self-stigma, because when you do that stuff, you give yourself a split personality, man. You'll break down. In the first childhood experience, you try to change what the Lord made out of you. The protective factors, school belonging, family, and peer support are both lifetime suicide tips. And last 6 months suicide example of TGU. And said 86%, man, have considered it, man. That's a big number, man. Because they, you know what I mean? They going off of what the Lord said was not right. They trying to say this is just, man. This is not just. It's not just. That's why they feel like committing suicide, man. So now we're gonna do Isaiah 45:16. They try to make it seem like, oh, you can be whatever you want. It's not no big deal. It's not gonna hurt you. Now 82% considering taking their life, man. Isaiah 45:16. They shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols, man, which is themselves. A lot of them is worshiping their own self. You know, saying, oh, I can just do whatever I want. Nobody can't tell me what to do. Now your head all fucked up. Okay, and some of Israel is a part of that number, man. Some of Jake is in there. You know, that's the enemy, but it's still our people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm feeling sorry for them, but I'm just showing you this ain't right, man. Like, this is simple, man. This is plain. We know this ain't right. Isaiah 129, for they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. Talking about whatever you want to do. Ye shall be as an oak whose leaf fadeth, and as a garden that have no water, because you ain't got that doctrine. And the strong shall be as a toe, and the maker of it as a spark, and they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. Talking about the intercontinental missiles, man. A lot of those people real pride. They don't want to say it, but they don't ever want to admit they're wrong. They don't ever want to say they done something wrong. They just no wrong in it. Well, the statistics say otherwise. Okay. Esau Edom, he said they bugging out. Well, you should have did it, man. It's all people's ways is of the, you know, this is judgment. That's their lot. Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are of men. Let them all be gathered together, let them stand up. Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together. Talking about America, Babylon the Great, and everybody else who following this system, man. All across the world, whatever system is tied into this beast system, man. But that's gonna be that MOTB, that Quran is gonna be made mandatory everywhere, man. It's not gonna be just here. They're trying to get everybody. It said all. Not just over here, man. It's just over here, you know, for the biggest amount. So, you know, this is kind of stuff people don't want to talk about, but you gotta talk about this, man. Okay? And the Lord is not happy with y'all, man. He's not happy with those group of people. We not happy with them either, but you know, it is what it is. You know, we want what the Lord wants. We want vengeance, man, for what the people think this stuff is okay, man. And right here, we're going to do OK-CPD released body camera video of man arrested for bicycle violation, man. Jake getting killed for bicycle violation, man. Lord don't care about none of that, man. Died in custody, man. February 3rd, lost his life over a bicycle incident, man. Bicycle violation. Lost his life, man, for nothing. A man waiting transfer to Garfield County Jail died Friday from apparent suicide while in custody at the Oklahoma City Detention Center, man. Oklahoma City police arrested Isaiah Mitchell, 26, on bicycle violation, man. Nearly 7-year-old warrant. In a nearly 7-year-old warrant, they came over there and finally got him on bicycle violation. He died in there, man. We don't know what happened to that boy, man. But a officer pulled Mitchell off over around 11 a.m. for riding his bicycle into traffic near North Barnes Avenue and Interstate 40 in Michigan. Why he stopped him? He said, "You're a bike." Officer Brian Hodge, Oklahoma City Police Department said, "You gotta follow traffic laws." According to the arrest report, Mitchell told the officer that he was on his way to buy fentanyl and was happy that I kept him from making a very bad decision. But man, you can't believe this stuff, man. You really think he just gonna say that, man? We don't know. Let's watch a little bit of this. We don't know. He always be saying shit, man. I don't trust that man.
Hello, everybody. Jeremy McMorris. J.R. and Benita.
Hey, this internet, man. It's like
Check out our show. We've got Rams, we've got Dodges, we've got Jeeps. Check them
play
all
this
out online at
infomercial.
MatthewCDJRbenita.com or just come by. Thank you for joining us here at 5 o'clock. A man awaiting transfer to Garfield for apparent suicide while in custody at Oklahoma.
Arrested Isaiah Mitchell violation and also a nearly 7-year-old Pierce is following the death investigation. County Detention
Oh, Lord, man. Tell you something, man.
Center officials say the 26-year-old man's death is still under investigation. They cannot confirm if he was on suicide watch or sharing a cell with another inmate. An officer pulled Isaiah Mitchell over for riding his bike into traffic near North Barnes. And
There's not even nobody out there, man. This is how you know the Lord coming after him, man. He's not doing what the Lord told him to do.
I-44 last Friday.
You're a bike, you gotta follow the traffic laws. You gotta ride on the side.
According to the arrest report, Mitchell told the officer he was on his way to buy fentanyl and was happy that I kept him from making a very bad decision.
Okay, because fentanyl ain't something we need to be playing with. That's just gonna kill you.
A short time later, the officer found a DWI warrant out of Garfield County on Mitchell's record. It dated back to 2016.
What? You didn't appear for your court date.
3 days later, Oklahoma County jail officials say staff found Mitchell attempting suicide in his cell.
My thing is, how'd it take y'all 7 years to catch him riding down the street on a bike? How'd it take y'all 7 years, E? That's my question. How'd it take y'all 7 years, man? Ridiculous, man.
He was pronounced deceased at a local hospital 1 hour and 20 minutes later. Jail officials say the Garfield County Sheriff's Office wanted Mitchell to be held on the misdemeanor warrant, and he was awaiting transfer.
So a misdemeanor warrant, man. Lost his life for nothing, man. Jake then got put to death, man. Nothing. Nothing, man. Let's do this one, man. 1 Peter 5, verse 8, man. This is what E doing right now. This is what it sounds like E doing. Man. He doing what the Lord making him do. Just like I was listening to one of Akim earlier, it said, you ain't one of the men of the Lord. It's not good to be going out here by yourself right now. It's not good. You're not serving the Lord. He snatch you up, man. Come up with some reason. 7-year misdemeanor ticket warrant. Like he was just, he wasn't. I'm not saying he was a righteous person or anything, man, but it just shows you don't need much, man. You don't need much for Esau Edom to take your ass out, man. So 1 Peter 5, verse 8, because this is what they're doing right now. They hitting everybody whatever they can. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, which is Esau Edom, so-called white nations, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour, who resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So we all going through this, man. All the brethren, we going through stuff like this, but he wasn't a brother, he was a Jake, but this is why we're supposed to be circumspect and be staying out of the way and doing anything like that, man. We're going to do Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Ecclesiasticus 12:10 says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Can't trust our Idumeans, man. Can't trust them. They always come and trying to talk like they all sweet and nice, and man, them motherfuckers ain't up to no good, man. They ain't no good, man. You just gotta stay with the Lord, stay occupied in prophecy. Don't do nothing else, man. They trying to find a way to take out everybody they can. That's their job. Jeremiah 17:9. Shalom to all that have, came across and seen this video. Follow Bahasham, Yahawah, Qadash, Barak, Ahthah. Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord Yahawashi, search the heart, I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings, which is his doctrine. And ain't nobody's you gotta respect your person. We all get punished in some way. We've all been punished in some way by the Lord. So, this is why we want to always check ourselves, man. So this is something else talking about winter brass brings extreme cold. We'll deal with that real quick. See what that's talking about. That's that ice glass
bringing
I was talking
sub-zero
about.
wind chills from New York to Maine. Nancy Chen shows us what people are doing.
The brutal cold came in with a fury. In Oswego, New York, frigid temperatures and howling winds blew in overnight, creating hazardous conditions. But it's New England that will feel the brunt of a polar vortex, double-digit wind chills. In Boston, where the city's already declared a cold weather emergency, the deep freeze has forced school closures. At a city park, hats and gloves were left for anyone who needed them.
If someone's outside for a long period of time, definitely dangerous.
Across the city, dozens of warming centers have opened in preparation for temperatures that feel as cold as 33 below zero. But the misery will be shared. Wind chills could plunge to 15 below in New York City, 40 below in Burlington, Vermont, and 60 below in northern Maine by Saturday morning. Still, those temperatures are balmy in comparison to the top of New Hampshire's Mount Washington, the highest peak in the Northeast. Tonight, fierce wind chills could drop as low as 107 degrees below zero, with hurricane-force wind gusts up to 140 miles per hour. In the South, states are beginning to thaw. This week's massive ice storm led to at least 11 deaths, dangerous road conditions, and down power lines. In Texas, over 200,000 customers are still without power.
Our focus remains on getting power back on, clearing debris from roads, and helping everyone in our city return to normal.
Ain't gonna be no normal.
Just about every corner of New England.
Ain't gonna be no more normal, man. Ain't gonna be no more normal. That's over with. Ain't gonna be no more normal because this whole nation, what they think normal is actually wicked. Man. Place is wicked. This ain't normal. If you think this is normal, you're wicked, man. You're a wicked individual. You need to pay for it. You're fired, man. That's what the Lord said. So, right here, this is my last article that the Lord put spirit on me to come bring across to my lot. Federal agents discovered a dumpster filled with almost 250 working rifles and shotguns in Oklahoma, and alleged that a man was given 2 free shotguns to hang on his wall. Almost 250 guns ended up in a dumpster outside Oklahoma City gun store. Federal agents are looking into whether the owner properly disposed of the guns, which he said were defective. A man said a team employee gave him 2 guns from the dumpster for free, per court documents. Federal agents are trying to figure out why an Oklahoma gun store threw almost 250 guns into the trash can, and why a man was allegedly allowed to keep 2 of them as a memento. First reported by Court Watch, January 19, 2023, an Oklahoma City, Oklahoma sanitation worker stumbled across a dumpster with 236 rifles and 12 shotguns in it. They just throwing away guns. Shocking finding led them to call authorities, who found many of the guns were functional. See, man, you saw he trying to get niggas in trouble, man. Yeah, Jake pop around him, he take all that shit, man. Some of that shit got suppressors on it, man. It's crazy out here, man. Crazy, man. Just threw a whole bunch of shit in the trash can like it wasn't no automatic weapons, man. Isaiah 32:7. I'm gonna do these 2 and I'm gonna close out, man. I try to make them quick. Isaiah 32:7. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. See, they try to talk about they were doing right, but the liberal devises liberal things, by liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. It says, tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, careless ones. Strip you and make you barren. Gird sackcloth upon your loins. Supposed to be remitting. The women, they're not. They're partying still and chilling. They throwing shotguns that work in the trash can. You got these people out here, they can pick it up and do whatever with it, man. Hold you at gunpoint, whether it's real or not. Somebody hold a shotgun at you at gunpoint, even if it ain't got no bullets on it, you gonna be just about as terrified as anybody else, and, you know, be held at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get that bad. It's gonna get bad. So Jeremiah 51:18, they are vanity. the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish, man. This is error, man. You're not supposed to be doing this junk. You're not supposed to be going to go pick up these guns out of the trash can or e-guns, man. You know, like one of the Akim said, some of the brothers like doing it, messing with them, but I just see that, you know, from my point of view, I don't see what's the point of having them, man. Our power is the Holy Spirit, the Yahawah Qadash and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to tap into Esau Edom's blessing that he got, which was the sword. And they got way more high-tech swords. That's why they throw them in the damn trash. Don't need this shit. So that's all I'm going to deal with for today. Lord willing, this is edifying. You know, this is what was going on. This is what was going on over here in my town. I looked a couple other places. And, you know, deal with some scriptures, filter in some scriptures through these news articles, man, as I normally do. So, Lord willing, I hope this is edifying. Shalom to the elect of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian Haitians. I gotta give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles who led me to this truth. And they were ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, this be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day. And also showing the fall of these wicked nations in the last days. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, and is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. So Shalom, keep it doing to the end. The water for all the brethren across four corners of the earth that have been diligently seeking the Lord. And you know, prayers for all those who are in the honorable and the hopeful elect. Lord will be part of that number, and we're gonna move on to the next one. And be out in our lot sometime soon. So Shalom.